Welcome inside the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center and the Region 3 Section 1 Championship taking place tonight. The number 2, 9-5 Westside Renegades, and the number 1 seed Shady Spring Tigers coming in 10-2. Zach Elton, Bob Bolin, two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year. Joe Mounts, Andrew Bolin, the whole family here. We've got a good crowd on hand, and there's a few more people rolling in as we speak. Westside and Shady, always familiar with each other. This will be the second time they meet, as Shady beat Westside down at Shady Spring on March 23rd by the tune of 85-57. Braden Chapman in that night, 37 points, including 7 3-pointers. Cole Chapman and Todd Duncan each with 17 points apiece. Colucci and Blackburn with 18 and 14 respectively for Westside in the loss. And Coach Bob Bolin to my right, this one should be a dandy.
Oh, it definitely should. We've been going crazy here. We had a bad cord and almost didn't get the broadcast going.
I was going to act like everything was perfect.
Yeah, and well, you can tell I'm out of breath. But anyway, just got here. Yes, this should be a great one. When you have Shady Spring, you have Braden and Cole Chapman, who lead the way. But then the guard tandem of Daniel Reed and Ethan Blackburn, to me, is probably the best guard tandem Shady's faced this year, with the exception of Morgantown.
Should be an interesting matchup. Yeah. Westside beat Independence right here on this floor in Monday's semifinal, 51-50. That score is probably a little scary if you're a Westside fan. Daniel Reed, as you mentioned, had 19 points, including 3 3-pointers in the win. Ethan Blackburn chipped in 11. Jackson Kogar with 9. Colucci with 7. Wesley Browning with 5 for the Renegades, and Blackburn averaging 21.8 points per game, one of the leading scorers in the area. Shady, right before that game, beat Pikeview 70-38. Amar Maxwell, he's came on down the stretch here, and he likes to play role of hero every night or so often. He had 15 points in the win. Jaden Holstein with 14 points. Braden Chapman with 12. Cameron Manns with 12. Cole Chapman with 8. Todd Duncan with 7. And Gavin Davis with 2 in the win Monday night. Braden with 19.6 a game. Cole with 13.5 a game. And Todd Duncan with 13.1 a game. And that's the scary part about the Shady Spring Tiger Bunch is almost anyone can go off on any night.
Oh, that's true. And I mentioned the big 2 for each team. But then you have Todd Duncan coming in there next against Evan Colucci. And that's a good battle. And you can just keep going down the list. Wesley Browning, another, Westside can put 4 ball handlers on the floor. Well, Shady is really good at pressing. So Westside may have the answer to not turning the ball over. And you can't really count the lopsided victory at Shady, where Shady won by 30, because Westside did not have Daniel Reed. And against a pressing team, and your point guard that's been a starter forever is sitting over there in street clothes with a concussion, you can't really count that game. So this should be an exciting game by both of these teams, up-tempo. Both of them have firepower, and I'm really looking forward to this contest.
It should be interesting. Westside's number 1 goal tonight will be to keep Braden Chapman from scoring 37. The winner of this game will host the Region 3 co-final next week. The loser will travel to the Section 2 winner, and in Section 2 tonight, Sissonville, the 4th seed, is at number 1, Herbert Hoover, and number 3, Nicholas County, is at Midland Trail. The championship in that section will be Friday night. So these two will play tonight, and then a little bit of a waiting game. They'll find out who they play Friday, and then we'll all move on to next week. We've got a dandy here tonight, Coach Bob Bolin. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with tip-off here from the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center on Video Productions.
Is your local medical center that offers a variety of healthcare services such as family practice, urgent care, women's health, weight loss, and IV therapy. We are accepting new patients. Walk-ins and appointments are available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturday appointments are available by request. Call us today to make an appointment at 304-683-2022. Faith Medical at 833 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Sophia.
I can't help it if I'm popping, see them watch like It's outrageous how this flavor got him shook like.
Hold up.
Work it out. I hit it back with a brand new style. Bring it up into the floor, get wild. We turning up all the way on the down like, baby, I'm fabulous.
Limitless possibilities. The boldly new 2021 Nissan Kicks.
Springtime is here. Are you dealing with sciatica, hip, or knee pain? And if so, is it keeping you from living your best life? We have a team of providers that address your symptoms and treats the source of your pain so you can take control of your health and enjoy life pain-free. For a free consultation, please give us a call at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and now in Sophia. And remember, take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Compromise, call John Mize, attorney at law in Beckley. Call 255-MIZE when you need help directly. When there's loss or injury or you've been wronged, call John Mize and your case is strong. Don't compromise, call John Mize, attorney.
Welcome back inside the Beckley Raleigh County Convention Center, Region 3, Section 1 Championship of Class AAA. Two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year, Bob Bolin to my right. I'm Zach Helton. Joe Mounts, Andrew Bolin along with us as well. Starting lineups being announced by Westside. It will be Jackson Kogar, the 6'3 sophomore. Ethan Blackburn, the 6'3 senior. Evan Colucci, the 5'9 junior. Daniel Reed, the 5'11 senior, and Wesley Browning, the 5'11 senior. Westside in the road blacks with a little bit of gray, tapering down the shorts, gray numbers, Renegades across the chest in gray as well.
Now, Zach, just a note of interest to our viewing audience, because we are in Raleigh County.
Yes.
Just found out that the Greenbrier East Oak Hill game was canceled. Now, I don't know the details if Greenbrier East had to forfeit, but Video Productions was on site. We just got a call from Video Productions that 15 minutes before the game, East only had 7 players dressed, and they canceled the game. I'm thinking they would have still played with 7, so maybe they just postponed it. But we'll let everybody know as we find out.
Yeah. You would think as long as you have 5, you would make it a go.
Yep.
But nonetheless, we'll keep everyone up to date on that one as we go through this one. The Shady Spring Tiger lineup being announced as we speak. It'll be 6'1 sophomore Braden Chapman, 6'1 senior Todd Duncan, 6 foot sophomore Cole Chapman, 6'4 sophomore Cameron Mans, and 6'6 sophomore Jaden Holstein. So just by first glance, Coach, the Tigers with the size advantage.
Yeah, yes, they do. And I'll tell you this, last year I was fortunate enough to do the Shady at Westside game, and Shady won. And I went to the McDonald's down there at Westside, and Westside's whole team came into that McDonald's, and they all looked at me and said, we're going to beat them in the sectional game. I mean, in the, co-regional last year.
Yeah.
And the game got called off the day of the game, and Shady finished second in their section. Westside won theirs. Shady had to go there. So they've been waiting for this matchup with a lot on the line for a long time.
Don Burton, Scott Contley, and Jay Rutledge are 3 officials. It'll be Westside basketball per the COVID regulations, going from right to left on your TV. Pull-up jumper. First shot, no good that time off the mark by Reed, and out of bounds it goes right to Shady. So an empty possession for the Renegades.
Yeah, Daniel Reed, you see his elevation on his mid-range shot. Great elevation. Got a good look at the shot, didn't go. Shady started out in their man-to-man. Westside is in their traditional man-to-man. So both teams are going to go right at each other. No trickery here.
The Chapman brothers work
Good
it back and
pass.
forth in the corner. 3-ball in route, and good. Mr. Mans, welcome to the ball game.
Boy, Cam, what a play by Cole Chapman hitting Cameron Mans. Cameron Mans knocking down the three, and Sean Jenkins, 30 seconds into the contest, gets a timeout.
One of the quickest timeouts in the history of basketball ever.
And I wonder I guess they've gone over who not to help off of. Either he's upset that the help came in, or he's upset with whoever was guarding Cole Chapman got blown by. So he's upset over one of those two things. I would say he's upset on the ball defense because you have to help and stop that layup.
Renegades will bring it full length of the court, trailing 3-0 with 35 seconds in now. Reed into the front court, driving to the block. That's covered up. He'll reverse up top.
Got Ethan.
Cross-court pass, 3-ball. Blackburn in route. Bank is open.
Yeah, and it's 7:06 p.m. The banks are still open in Raleigh County. Todd Duncan comes back down the court to try to answer quickly. That was Ethan Blackburn on that three.
3-ball in the corner. Someone named Cameron Mans is heating up early.
Boy, heat check. Cameron Mans, 2 threes the first minute of the game.
Whatever he ate, give me double. 6-3 our score. Shady up early.
Oh, what a pass.
Nice feed inside and a bunny off the bucket from Jackson.
What a pass. Daniel Reed, beautiful feed inside to Kogar for the easy play.
This is the first time I've seen Westside on the basketball floor. I tell you what, Jackson was very impressive on the football field and early, showing off his athleticism on the attack. Cole, this time, Cameron will pass up on the shot, and the bad pass chased down by Chapman. On the attack, Braden, what a feed inside and a nice look for the two.
Beautiful pass by Braden Chapman and Josh Holstein. Jaden Holstein, puts it in the basket. Great catch, great pass. Both teams playing really well early.
Fast pace early, 6-10, first quarter, 3-point, Tiger advantage. Reed with the handle between the legs, going to work on Holstein. Drives, kicks, 3-ball, in route, off the mark, rattles out, off Colucci. Here comes the Tigers off the run out. Up ahead, Todd Duncan can shoot it from everywhere, and that one is money.
Boy, Shady gets it out quick. Todd Duncan with the transition 3.
Death, taxes, and Todd Duncan from behind the arc. 11-5, 6-point Shady advantage here in the first almost 3 minutes.
And Colucci just missed a good, it's a good shot by Colucci. That's what he can do, hit that open 3. So both teams taking good shots there as Cole Chapman strips Blackburn on the dribble. Beautiful pass to Braden. Another pass. Is Shady sharing the ball or what?
What an extra pass that was.
Wow.
Holstein with the bunny and the timeout on. No, it's not going to be a timeout. It's going to be, I think, a warning, a delay of game warning on the Renegades.
Braden Chapman touched the ball coming out of the net. Shady on fire. Beautiful ball movement. Look at the pass. Braden Chapman to Jaden Holstein for 2. Timeout.
They told the kids, when you're young, share the basketball, and they are early. 13-5, 5:22 left, and the Tigers are rolling here early. It's a 30-second timeout. We finally got the call on it, so we'll keep it here. But, Coach, you got to like this ball movement early.
Oh, my goodness. And Sean Jenkins, you can hear him through our headphones, really upset, and he's got to be getting back down the floor on defense. I mean, Shady's pushing the ball beautifully, sharing the ball, making the extra pass. 2 of the prettiest fast breaks you've ever seen. But I understand, Coach Jenkins, if they get back 2 steps quicker, that doesn't happen.
I think Coach Jenkins also knows his Renegades are too athletic to let up.
Exactly. Oh, they're from Westside. There's going to be no quit, no letting up in these guys. Almost a 5-second call. Ronnie Olson wanted it. He was trying to be the extra defender on the Alabama's play. Coach Olson was.
Brownie up top, nice ball handling by Blackburn. Pull up, 15-footer, too strong that time. Nice offensive board by Browning. He'll kick out to Reed, and Reed is kicked by Holstein on the first foul of the night for either team. with 4:53 remaining in the first.
Yeah, boy, and it doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but Wesley Browning, great hustle rebound to give Westside an extra shot on that possession.
Colucci will trigger from the right corner. Inside he looks, nothing there. Blackburn now handles under 5 first quarter.
It's an advantage Shady has on switching picks. Holstein's so quick, even though it's 6'5" or 6'6", he can still stay with a guard on the perimeter.
Holstein with the guard as Reed drives, floater in the lane, won't go. Rebound tipped around and Holstein clears it for Shady. Here come the Tigers into the front court. Holstein gets 2 in the air and a foul as Kogar goes airborne underneath.
Again, did you see the pass by Cole Chapman? Shady is just flying up the court. Look at Holstein running the floor. Look at Holstein out ahead of everybody. Again, after the timeout, Sean Jenkins was upset about Westside not getting back on defense. Shady beats him down the floor again.
And how can you not find Jaden
wide
Holstein?
Open.
Nice look.
Good.
That one's swatted away by Reed. Good defensive recover by Reed.
Reed, the point guard, showing his vertical, able to get up and swat that. Shady had a great play, got wide open. Good play by Daniel Reed to hustle and make up the ground.
Hands up top, hands off to Duncan. He'll reverse up top and settle in between the circles. Almost halfway through the first, an 8-point Tiger advantage. Going away from the pick, driving is Chapman, and one.
Ah, my goodness. Did you see the spin move? Cole Chapman on the spin move. The beautiful finger roll as we get the Wooten replay. Look at this, right? Crossover, spin move, little lay-in. That is just too sweet by Cole Chapman. And thank Chris Davis for these instant replays that we're enjoying tonight.
Free throw missed, 15-5. Halfway through the first.
Well, that's probably the best 4 minutes Shady's played in a long time. Westside going with some flex action on the offense.
3-ball in round.
Yeah.
It's good.
Can't give Colucci 2 looks in a row like that. The smooth shooting lefty knocks it out. There's Holstein running the floor again. My goodness. Look at Shady. Cameron Mann's on the board. Shady just hustling, getting offensive rebounds. What a possession.
Cameron Mann's with 8. Westside with 8. 3:25 left here in the first. Reed out on the perimeter trying to find somewhere to drive it. Attacking the left elbow. Picks up his dribble. Covered up there. Deep 3-ball. Blackburn almost banked that one home. Rebound loose. Here comes Todd Duncan with it. And Shady. He has Braden in the corner, but in the lane had it knocked away. Todd's fadeaway way short that time. Put back up and under, no good. Holstein there. That attempt off the mark. A couple of opportunities by Shady. And a walk by Browning as he tried to run out.
Yeah, Todd Duncan act like he was getting back on defense, turned around, attacked the ball, and Cameron Mann's getting a quick break after 5 minutes of tremendous play by that young man.
Amar Maxwell, probably the 6th man in Southern West Virginia, checks in for the first time tonight with under 3 to go, first quarter.
Freshman. Amar Maxwell, freshman.
Some of these kids can't drive, but they drive to the hoop.
Well, look what they have on the court now.
Holstein in the paint, going to work through 2 defenders, had it knocked away. Good defensive play there. And here comes Browning with it again. Into the front court, they lose it right into the hands of Holstein. Ball loose. Holstein.
Good play by Jaden Holstein.
Maxwell almost gets away with a walk.
Great hustle by Colucci.
Colucci to the rack. Can't get it to go.
Well, Colucci made a great play, tried to draw the foul, didn't finish.
3-ball. Braden got it.
Oh, Shady is on fire. 20-8. Braden Chapman with a 3. They're sharing the basket. They've shared the basketball as well the first 6 minutes of this game as they have in the entire season.
If you can fit a playing card between a defender and a Shady shooter, that's too much.
Oh, they're just sharing the ball.
20-8, under 2 to go. Westside needs a spark here.
Yeah, Westside's trying to get into the flex offense, having a little trouble getting into it. Looks like they're going to have to spread the floor, maybe go to a ball pick.
Reed looking for a seam, lost it. Gets it up to Browning. 95 seconds left in the quarter. Long possession here. Renegades need to make points of it. Bledsoe gets three and has that one blocked.
A block shot on a three. Cole Chapman driving with the left and great hustle.
Oh, Holstein.
Browning did a good job blocking the shot, and then here comes Holstein to clean up the mess. It looks like Shady has 7 or 8 players on the court. Boy, they're playing outstanding basketball.
22-8 final. Minute and change of the first. Browning out on the perimeter. Maxwell right in his pocket. Reed open on the right side, but a three pulled up off the mark that time by Colucci. Ball loose. And again, the Shady Tigers come out of there with it. Chapman dropping it off to Maxwell. Floater, baseline, good.
What an unselfish play by Cole Chapman. That's 24, and Coach Jenkins uses his 3rd time out of the quarter. Wow.
Full timeout. We'll take it with them. 24-8 our score. Shady on top here in Beckley on Video Productions.
Medical is your local medical center that offers a variety of healthcare services, such as family practice, urgent care, women's health, weight loss, and IV therapy. We are accepting new patients. Walk-ins and appointments are available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturday appointments are available by request. Call us today to make an appointment at 304-683-2022. Faith Medical at 833 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Sophia.
Springtime is here. Are you dealing with sciatica, hip, or knee pain? And if so, is it keeping you from living your best life? We have a team of providers that address your symptoms and treats the source of your pain so you can take control of your health and enjoy life pain-free. For a free consultation, please give us a call at one of our 3 locations in Beckley.
Reed on the attack out of the timeout. Want to get it to go. Put back up and under a defender. Nice move there by Wesley Browning.
Beautiful move by Browning, hanging in there, avoiding the defender. Great move by Wesley Browning.
His first 2 of the night. 24-10. Will the Tigers hold for the last shot?
They were trying to. Great play by Ethan Blackburn on the steal.
Here comes Blackburn.
Oh, what a
finish.
2 big plays. Westside has to get a stop here.
Cole finds his brother at the buzzer. That one won't fall. And a nice little push by the Renegades to finish the first. But they're still down 12. 24-12, our score after 1 right here on Video Productions.
To your injury case, the Mize Law Firm is second to none. What other lawyers, members of both the $1 Million Advocates Club and the nation's 100 top trial lawyers? What other law firm has offices in both Beckley and Lewisburg to serve you? When you've been injured, hire the Mize Law Firm. There's none better.
Holy.
Don't compromise. Call John Mize.
I can't help it if I'm popping, see them watch like it's outrageous how this flavor got them shook like.
Hold up. Work it out. I hit it back with a brand new style. Bring it up into the floor, get wild. We turning up all the way on the down like baby, I'm fat.
Limitless possibilities. The boldly new 2021 Nissan Kicks.
Signaling how much time?
24-12, our score. 1 quarter of the books. Ethan Blackburn's 5, pacing the Renegades. Cameron Manns with 8. Jaden Holstein with 6, leading the Tigers, and they'll have the basketball first. Traveling from right to left here at the Armory in the first half. 2-time NAI Coach of the Year, Bob Boland, and myself, Zach Elton. The Tigers with an early lead, looking for more. High arcing 3 is good.
Cole Chapman, the recipient, off of the assist from his brother Braden, knocks down the 3.
Chapman brothers in a mode tonight, 27-12. The lead belongs to Shady. Reed with the handle, deep out on the perimeter. Giving off to Blackburn. Blackburn looking for a seam, going to the elbow, meets 2 Tigers, gets rid of it somehow. And up top they find Reed. Reed to the free throw line. Back up top, Browning. This Shady defense is right there on top of you as soon as you get the pass.
They are, and I'll tell you, Westside's doing a good job of not turning it over. Shady turned Pikeview over 30 times. they're having trouble getting a quality shot, but they're not turning the ball over.
Reed attacks now with the left hand.
Great
Had
job
it
by
partially
Holstein.
blocked.
Holstein, the big man in the middle, changes shots.
Tigers with numbers. Mans. Top of the key. As Braden hits the deck, he scoops himself up. And Todd Duncan. Right side back to Braden. High post Mans. Out to the top of the key. 3. Left side. Duncan that time won't fall, and the Renegades clean it out. 27-12, 6.5 to go, and a pick of the pocket this time by Braden. Up ahead to Mans.
Good
Mans,
pass.
nice drop off to Cole, and Cole is going to get called for a walk.
Yeah, it said he slid the foot. The right pass by Cameron Mans. Good play, and he slid the pivot foot.
Probably anticipating the contact there. 6:18 and counting, first half, a 15-point Tiger advantage. Reed handled the point all night. He goes into the post. That time, Atkins' shot is swatted away violently. Here comes Braden into the front court. Braden tried to scoop shot, had it picked out on the way up. And they're going to say last touch by Braden. It'll go back to the Renegades.
That was Todd Duncan coming across to block the attempt by Shandell Atkins. Atkins looked like he had a layup. Duncan came out of nowhere. Atkins has been out a few games. He didn't play the first game, so probably needs to get a touch to get his feet wet, but they really need him the way Holstein's been running the floor and dominating.
Under 6 to go, first half. Reed brings it up for the Renegades, trailing by 15. Right wing, he settles, gets a pick, pull up, baseline jumper, short into the hands of Mans for the defensive rebound. Here comes the Tigers.
Reed made that shot all night against him. Look at the play by Cole Chapman.
That one hit earlier, that one a little off the mark.
Yeah.
One and done go the Tigers.
And Reed, he has to keep shooting. You know, he's one of the few that can go off the bounce and get an easy 12-footer because of his quickness and his elevation on his J.
Maxwell guarding Reed now. Appearing up top is Colucci. On the attack, Colucci high off the glass, and he'll head to the line for 2 as he took the contact.
Yeah, Colucci, the shortest player on the floor, took that ball to the basket. Strong move, able to draw the foul and get up. Now, Westside's down big, down 15, but I know when they got tough kids, they'll never quit. I work with a guy that knows Colucci here, knows his father, and said that he asked for a weed eater for Christmas because he wanted to work. But when you got kids like that on your team that want to work, like him and Blackburn, you know Westside's got tough kids, and they're not going to quit, and they'll fight and claw and do everything in their power to get back in this game.
Colucci misses both.
Look at Atkins.
Put back Atkins. That one won't
I
fall.
mean, it's not your night when you hustle that hard to get a rebound and the layup rolls out.
Cole into the front court, finding his brother.
Look at that pass.
Braden, what a feed to Holstein. Holstein's shot blocked, though.
Now there's Shandell Atkins. There's a difference he can make in the ball game.
Braden
protecting
back into
that
the paint.
rim.
Left hand off the glass and in.
Yeah, they have to stay in front of Braden Chapman, which is hard to do. Braden Chapman, you know, he's so quick and can change directions, able to get all the way to the hole.
Thought we were going to have a free basketball there and a charge. Offensive foul.
And the difference here, Blackburn made the same move Chapman made, but here you got Amar Maxwell came in to take the charge. When Braden Chapman made his move, nobody came over to take the charge for Westside.
Blackburn's first, team's third here in the first half. Under 5 to go. 29-12 our score. Duncan, the sharpshooter in the front court, down to Braden. Braden trying to attack the baseline, lost it, and it'll go right quickly back to the Renegades. One of the very few mistakes the Tigers have made tonight.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see them to get Ethan Blackburn coming off a couple picks. I know Chapman has been right on the right after him.
Reed into the front court for the Renegades. Colucci all the way back around. Blackburn with a touch to Reed. Reed going to work on Holstein now. Drives, kicks.
Well, Shady's playing tremendous team defense.
3, Blackburn.
That's what they need.
They need that one right there.
Yeah,
yes,
and it
sir.
was a contested 3, but Ethan Blackburn's capable of making those. You know, Reed and Blackburn, I mean, that's the two that need to get shots off for Westside to have a chance to come back. You can't watch Todd Duncan.
Todd Duncan from downtown.
I mean, it's from 27 feet, but you can't play COVID defense on Todd Duncan. COVID, what is it? Distance, space distance. You can't be 6 feet away from Todd Duncan.
I don't think there was anyone in the same zip code as Todd Duncan on that one. Kogar up top. 3 en route this time. Blackburn again, and Blackburn's heating up in the right time for Westside, Coach.
Boy, Blackburn has a smooth three-point stroke. It's 2 in a row for him, and now they got to get stops on the other end. And Todd Duncan, the way Shady's moving the basketball, and what's just giving, there's no help.
Cole attacks. Defender may have got a piece of it. Westside's going to run it out. Blackburn on the attack.
Good
Kicking
play.
out 3. Browning got
There
it.
they go. Blackburn with the drive, drew the defense, and Browning knocked down the 3. That's 3 consecutive three-pointers for the Renegades.
Wyoming County stand up. Renegades on a run here. They're within 11 with 3 to go first half. Cole to the free throw line.
Good
Euro
pass.
step. They're going to call it a walk.
Yeah, and it wasn't. I mean, we don't care who wins the game, but that was just a little nice Euro step. Watch it here. That's Todd Duncan from 30. But that was just a little 1-2 Euro step and not a walk. But there'll be calls both ways to get missed, and Ronnie Olson trying to explain to everybody about it.
32, 21, and 11-point difference.
Threes.
Reed on the attack.
Yeah, 3 straight threes. There he is again. And now Westside doing a good job of moving the basketball. They'd like to get Blackburn. Blackburn's standing out. He needs to move. They'd love to get him open.
Kogar in the paint wanting the basketball. Couldn't get open either.
Yeah.
Reed.
That's probably when you need to put Reed on the same side of the floor as Ethan Blackburn. And then if they help.
Braden.
Oh, great hustle.
Good.
Great hustle by Ethan Blackburn.
Blackburn could have easily gave up on that play, and the Renegades lived to play another down. 2:05.
Yeah, they need to drive on the same side. Blackburn's going to let it go from Duncan range.
Allen goes.
Hey, he is on fire. Ethan Blackburn cuts it to 8.
Old-fashioned shooting match here at the Armory.
Oh, yes, it is. Shady was up 32 to, they were up huge.
3-ball, Duncan.
Oh, is this fun? Is this fun basketball?
Man.
My goodness.
This is the loudest this building's been in a long time. 142 first half. 30-second timeout, Shady. Their first of the first half.
Now, Ronnie Olson is livid over here about defense. So I'm guessing he's told them to make Blackburn put the ball on the floor as Blackburn comes in on the replay for the block. And, Blackburn shot the ball from 25 feet out. So the only thing that Coach Olson could be that upset about is during the scouting report, they said make Blackburn put the ball on the floor and we'll get you help. Now, I would say that's the case. And, both of these coaches so competitive. Sean Jenkins, when Westside was down huge early, used 3 timeouts to keep fighting and was able to bring his team back. Now, Ronnie Olson and Shady hit that big 3 there to go back up 11.
Reed into the front court with the left-hand dribble.
See if they play Blackburn differently.
Reed's shot thwarted away that time by Holstein.
Yeah, Daniel Reed able to get by the initial defender, but you have Holstein coming over for help. So the big man for Westside needs to get on the opposite low block as Reed, and when the help comes, you can deliver a bounce pass for an easy layup.
92 seconds left in the first half.
Okay,
the scoreboard shows an 11-point difference.
Here comes picks for Blackburn. Here he comes. So they're going to down pick for Blackburn. There he goes, and Shady switched it. Good job. You could tell they were trying to get Blackburn a 3.
And Mans, despite his size, can guard out on the perimeter. Browning trying to get free. Lost it, gets it back. Right in his grill is Brayton Chapman, though. Ball on the deck, bodies everywhere, still loose, and it's scooped up. Someone's open. Kogar underneath gets the high pass, and he had the bunny and couldn't hold on to it.
Boy, these two teams will fight you to the end. Both teams diving on the floor. I tell you, I enjoy watching both of these teams.
And I tell you what, Coach, despite that turnover, despite the score with a minute to go in the first half, it feels like the momentum's going Westside's way as Todd Duncan pulls the trigger. That time he's short for the first time in a long time. but it feels like that momentum's creeping over towards that.
I felt that
side.
until Braden Chapman hit that last three to
Yeah.
cut it. But, I mean, he needs to keep attacking. Daniel Reed needs to keep attacking the basket.
Kogar on the attack, lost it, but he's going to get bailed out on a foul call.
Yeah, Jackson Kogar, good job on the pass, getting it down low. Todd Duncan, kids never commit fouls. Didn't think he fouled him, but the referee saw it, and you get the ball to Big Kogar down low, it's going to be hard not to foul him. So that was what a nice Alabama. That's a hard three. It's okay.
Buried.
I'd shoot it if I was him too. That's just, he's capable of making everything.
Reed drives, kicks, 3-ball, in route. Colucci thought he had it. They're battling underneath for the rebound, and somehow Todd Duncan comes out there with a pumpkin.
This is a huge possession. Shady will take it down for the last shot, and Westside really needs a stop. No bonus, so if that thing got down to 7 on the dribble, you could waste the foul and make him take it out. There's the double team. Left Duncan, what a pass.
Nice feed into
Great
Mance.
hustle by Reed.
Put back at the buzzer. No, and that's it.
What a half. Beautiful half.
A defensive stand for the Renegades to end the first half. Westside fans across the way are loving the effort despite the 11-point difference. So are the Shady fans.
Oh, you got everybody in the arena standing up and clapping, and what they're clapping for is the effort by both of these teams was tremendous.
Do not go anywhere. This one is going to be fun all the way down the stretch. We'll take a timeout. We'll get some halftime stats to you right after this from the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center on Video Productions.
Where everybody rides, Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC Route 19 in Summersville on Northside Drive. Brand new professional grade GMCs for less, including ready for work heavy duties. Chevy Silverados, Equinox, and more at Northside. A new generation of luxury is here. Experience the new Buick at Northside Chevrolet Buick GMC, Route 19 in Summersville. Browse our enormous inventory now at northsidewv.net.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Little General Stores knows West Virginia, but what some may not know is what LG is doing in your communities. And I'm here to tell you how Little General, with the strength of their 100+ stores, is helping to enrich lives and empower families in West Virginia. Like the Norma May Huggins Cancer Research Endowment Fund, which is fighting to cure cancer every day right here in West Virginia. Locally owned and operated, LG has always been there and always will be. Little General Stores, committed to West Virginians. Boom!
Hey, my name is Joseph, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is they're so good every single time. You bite into that nugget, and it's just so crispy, but somehow juicy, that perfect balance. And then if you just grab a couple sauces, you're going to be in heaven.
Hey, I'm Chambray, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is how rich and cheesy it is. I just scoop the crispy top, and it's so good. It's so homey. It's like, wow, thank you. I needed that.
35-24 our score. Halftime here at the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. And Video Productions bringing you the Class 3A Region 3 Section 1 Championship, powered by Little General. Great prices, convenient places. Two-time NAI National Coach of the Year Bob Bolin, myself, Zach Helton, Joe Mounts, Andrew Bolin, the whole family from both Raleigh County and Wyoming County in the house tonight. This is one of the biggest crowds we've had all year due to the restrictions being let up, and everyone in attendance, those who paid and us who haven't paid, are getting a treat on the floor, Coach.
Oh, both teams playing great basketball, shooting the 3-ball extremely well, playing with effort. I've had the chance to follow both of these teams for a few years and just really enjoy the hard-nosed, tough effort of both of these teams.
24 points total for Westside in the first half. They scored 12 in the first, 12 more in the second. They actually outscored Shady in the second quarter, 12-11. Ethan Blackburn with 9 in the second quarter, 14 overall, is pacing the Renegades at this point. Wes Browning with a 3 and a 2 has 5. Evan Colucci with a 3 in the first quarter with 3. And Jackson Kogar, he had 2 in the first quarter for 2 on the night. No one in foul trouble to speak of. Kogar, Blackburn, and Browning each with 1 foul apiece. That's all for Westside. For Shady, Duncan with 1, Holstein with 1, Amar Maxwell with 1. So both teams with 3 team fouls. So the fouls should not be an issue in this one. Shady, as we mentioned, 24 in the first, 11 in the second for the 35. No one in double figures quite yet. They've actually spread their scoring out a little more evenly than Westside has. Todd Duncan with 3 threes, as you would expect, has 9. Cameron Mann with 8 in the first quarter. 6 from Jaden Holstein on the first quarter. 5 from Braden Chapman, 3 in the first, 2 in the second. And 5 from Cole Chapman, 2 in the first, 3 more in the second. And 2 from Amar Maxwell off the bench for Shady Spring. 35-24 scored the half, an 11-point Shady advantage. But it just feels like it's closer.
It does, because both teams are playing so well. And Shady has a huge advantage on assisted baskets. The law firm of Chapman & Chapman have been distributing that ball. All 3 of Holstein's buckets were assisted basket. Todd Duncan's threes and Cameron Mann's threes, some of those came off of assisted baskets. So Shady's doing a really good job of moving the basketball. And then, Westside looked like they were down and out, and here comes Ethan Blackburn shooting them in from all over this side of half court, banking them in, shooting them in, fading away, just not letting his team die, and just playing a inspired first half.
The winner of this game will host the Region 3 co-final next week, and the Region 3 Section 2 began tonight. Sissonville is at Herbert Hoover. Nicholas County is at Midland Trail, and the winners of those games will play Friday for the championship. So it'll be a win tonight and then rest a little bit, get your bearings back, and then find out who you play Friday night next week for a chance to go up state to Charleston.
And speaking on that, Zach, there's a consensus that Herbert Hoover is by far the best team in that section.
He was a tremendous president. Well, so you would figure.
Well, I mean, you probably were alive back then. But and a lot of people think Herbert Hoover is a prohibitive favorite there.
Right.
So that makes this game important, because the loser of this game will have to go to the winner of that game. And, that's an important thing. But I think either one of these teams are capable of going on the road and winning, and you could see both of these teams in the state tournament.
Yes, you could. A lot of great basketball going on in southern West Virginia this spring. I was about to say winter, although it looks like winter outside. I think we've seen every good team on video productions this spring, and these are 2 of the best. And Shady, after having their state championship hopes kind of taken away from them last year, right on the cusp of making it to Charleston, they've got something to prove this year, and I think so far they have proved that.
Oh, I without a doubt, I think you're right, Zach. And for the Westside listeners, they would say, hold on.
Yeah.
We were 1 step away from Charleston, too, and we were at home, although Shady was ranked much higher and had a 21-3 record and had defeated Westside both times. There's something about going to Wyoming County with a packed house. I mean, you know how those people love sports. Yeah. I mean, let's just face it, Wyoming County is one of the best counties in the state of West Virginia that follows high school basketball. I mean, they almost had to cancel Westside Wyoming County because the people love it so much they fight all over the arena. And so I love how people of Wyoming County and the Westside people love their team. And Shady Spring, over the last few years under Ronnie Olson, has grown a tremendous following. The Shady people are out all over the place. They're on video production. Shady basketball has grown and taken huge steps, and they're waiting on that next step, which hasn't happened since the early 90s. That's a trip to Charleston, and I really think they have a great opportunity for that this season. Now, when you talk to their coaches, a trip to Charleston isn't enough.
No.
They're wanting to go over there and win it. Now, some of these people who've been fans for 50 years say, well, I'd just like to see Charleston once.
Here comes the basketball our way. Yeah, but, that's the mecca of West Virginia high school basketball is getting to Charleston. As you said, Shady hasn't done it since the 90s. Westside, although they haven't been in existence but close to 20 years, they have a state title under their belt. And they, those first couple of years when Westside was in business, they were almost a lock to go to Charleston every year.
Oh.
So it's one of those things that they saw their older cousins, older brothers go to Charleston. They're ready to go too.
Yeah, speaking of Charleston, I was at the mall one day and a guy came up to me and said, sir, can you tell me how to get to Charleston? And I said, hard-nosed defense and make your three-point shots.
35-24. Our score, Shady with the lead as both teams warming up for the third quarter. We'll take one last time out. We'll come back with the start of the second half right here on Video Productions.
Medical is your local medical center that offers a variety of healthcare services, such as family practice, urgent care, women's health, weight loss, and IV therapy. We are accepting new patients. Walk-ins and appointments are available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturday appointments are available by request. Call us today to make an appointment at 304-683-2022. Faith Medical at 833 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Sophia.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
Welcome back. Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center, third quarter underway. Westside shooting to our right now, going from left to right. We'll have the ball first. Blackburn was the hot hand, had it knocked out of his hands. Braden with the steal right into in the hands of his brother. Cole on the attack. And Westside, I was about to say Wyoming West, but three ball in route by Chapman, no good that time, and a whistle and a foul underneath. And I believe they're going to get Cameron Mans with a push.
Yeah, Sean Jenkins didn't in a first possession of the half not to get a shot off. They have to be cognizant of the quick hands of the Shady Spring Tiger, and I know he's starting out now. He goes back to Reed at the point, and I would love to see Reed attack a side there with Blackburn on that side in the corner when the help is drawn.
Both teams empty their first possession offensively here to start the second half. Blackburn deep three, short. And Mans inside doing the three Renegades.
Three people jump the rebounder. Shady should get an easy one.
Braden attacks to the rack, up and under. What a move.
Was that beautiful? Boy, that kid just as tough as nails. I mean, made that look easy, a hard reverse like that. Half of the Chapman Law Firm on the reverse layup.
You can't get calls reversed like that usually if you're an attorney. Kogar with the handle out on the perimeter, now going back in the post, trying to get a handle. They won't get him a look. And try to get his hands into Blackburn. Blackburn drives, his finger roll attempt. Back of the iron, no good. Kogar battling for it. Bodies on the floor.
Good hustle.
Nice hustle there by Colucci. Or no, that was Browning.
Yeah,
to keep it alive.
Wesley Browning diving on the floor, giving his team another possession.
Blackburn gets a couple of picks. Shovels over to Browning.
Yeah.
Browning had a nice couple of shots in the first half. Finds Colucci, three ball. Too strong that time. Rebound loose. And no look pass from Braden, finds his brother Cole. Up ahead.
Look at that passing.
Shady with numbers.
My goodness.
Cameron Mans, the beneficiary.
If you had fast break in the dictionary or beside the Google, there would be a video of that right there.
Ball barely touched the ground.
Oh, beautiful basketball.
39-24. Tigers back up by 15 here in the first two and change of the second half.
Shady's switching every pick. Down picks, ball picks, flex picks. They're switching them all.
Attacking is Reed. Step back, 15-footer, short. Again, Chapman with the board. He's going to take on everyone now. Slows it up in the hands to his brother. Braden back to Cole. Up top, Todd. Duncan.
Oh, nice move.
Switches hands, floats it home.
Little Steph Curry floater in the lane by Todd Duncan.
Todd's first 2 of the night will get Westside using their first timeout of the second half. 5:21, third quarter, 41-24, full timeout, so we'll take it with them here on Video Productions.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
Hey there, I'm Jake, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's new Grilled Spicy Deluxe is that grilled chicken that we all know and love with the grill marks. It's super juicy. The heat, the cheese, the multi-grain brioche bun, the flavor is just out of this world.
Hey, I'm Amber, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Spicy Deluxe is the chicken.
This is not your traditional spicy chicken sandwich.
You get the grilled flavor, seasoning, spices, married all together to this perfect sandwich. It's literally like fireworks in your mouth.
It was a 6-0 run until just moments ago. Blackburn, before the end of the commercial, hits the 3. Todd Duncan looking for an answer, and he finds it. Back-to-back threes.
Ethan Blackburn, beautiful 3 on the other end. Todd Duncan answers the bell on this end for Shady.
A 9-3 run by Tigers out of the locker room.
Good pass.
Kogar underneath with the 2.
Daniel Reed saw the pass. Now we're going to get a delay of game warning against Westside. You know, Shady had one early. Hey, it's not a bad thing to knock that ball out when the team's running and use your delay of game.
Right.
People wondering, Sean Jenkins has used 4 timeouts. You know what? He's had to use them. He's fighting to keep his team in the game.
He's looking up to his fans, hoping someone brought some cash. Maybe he could buy some more timeouts.
Yeah, he had to use them. I mean, he's trying to stop his team from getting blown out. He's used them on the defensive end.
Amar Maxwell trying to get in on the mix with the 3. Left a little strong. Browning cleans it out. Here come the Renegades on the run out. 3 ball. Blackburn halfway down and out. Reed with a nice hustle inside. Kogar stripped on the way up. And the Tigers.
Great quick hands by Shady. Beautiful pass by Daniel Reed.
Cole, 3. Nope, that one won't go that time. Rebound right back in the hands of Cole.
Oh,
Todd
my
Duncan
goodness.
From
almost. He shot that from the Little General on North Eisenhower. Woo! What was that, 30?
Whew. I don't think I drove that far to get here. Reed.
Boy, that was deep.
Looking for an answer. Colucci.
Look at Colucci. All nets, Evan Colucci
bang,
answers.
Bang, bang everywhere. Shots going down. It's back within 15 for the Renegades. Cole attacking up and under with the left hand.
You see that right to left crossover, the change of speeds by Cole Chapman, the finish. He is so smooth. Never changes facial expression.
This is playoff basketball, Coach.
Let it go, Blackburn. I tell you what, they're just on. Look at the quickness and the elevation on the mid-range. Here goes Shady again, running the floor.
Braden.
Beautiful play.
Amar.
Hey, if Shady Spring plays this style of basketball right here, they can win a state championship. I mean, they're playing beautiful basketball.
They're up 20. Now with 3 to go here in the third.
I mean, they have multiple three-point shooters. They're playing great defense. They're sharing the basketball. Look at the defense.
Braden with the steal.
Good play.
Todd.
I mean, what are they doing wrong? I mean, you think about unselfish basketball, wow. I mean, you'd think they'd have to use their last timeout, but smart move by Daniel Reed having a shoe untied there to try to stop this Shady Spring onslaught. He may have to use his last timeout. I mean,
everyone may have to start taking off their shoes.
Oh, goodness.
If it gets any worse.
I mean, Shady is just – and Westside's not playing terrible.
No.
Shady is just playing great basketball.
Reed looking for an answer. Pull up, 15-footer.
And, you know, that hasn't gone in all night, and he nailed that. I mean, he shot that same shot about 80% 2 nights ago. And you know what? If you're Sean Jenkins, you tell him, kid, look where Duncan shot from. goodness gracious, didn't hit anything but the net. But Sean Jenkins, you tell Danny Reed, keep shooting. I mean, he can create his own shot. Both these teams are going to get to play next week. So you can't get too down on it. But Shady is just playing beautiful basketball.
Braden on the attack, back up top. Todd from way downtown again.
Boy, Duncan, you better call the fire department. They better get to the armory. Todd Duncan is on fire.
Todd Duncan, state golf champion, going long range tonight. A trap and a give up to Colucci. Colucci, that one short. Good job by Kogar inside for the putback.
Good hustle by Kogar. Getting the stick back. A lot of air balls end up rebounded by the offensive team because the defense doesn't see it go up and they're trying to box out. And the offense sees it. Look at the play.
Amar, left side. That time.
I mean, what do? Amar, Maxwell, they're all shooting it in.
6 threes just here in the third.
Oh, Shady is clicking on all cylinders.
90 seconds left in the quarter. Attacking is Blackburn, and Blackburn's going to head the line for a couple.
And here we go with the Chris Davis Wooten instant replay. Ethan Blackburn going there, drawing some contact, and able to get to the free throw line.
Lamar Maxwell called for the foul. He's the first on either team with 2. How about that?
Yeah. Oh, it's been a well-played game. Sean Jenkins said that if we play like we played Monday night, we don't have a chance. Well, guess what? He's played better than they played. Shady has just played outstanding. I mean, this is the best game that I've seen Shady play. Look at Blackburn on the steal.
Blackburn not giving up.
Oh,
and one.
Ethan Blackburn, there's no quitting that young man. Great steal. Little finger roll. Ethan Blackburn getting it done. Look at the steal. Attack the basket. Gets the body contact. Shoots the finger roll and puts it in.
Holstein picks up his second.
And I don't know what Holstein is supposed to do. I thought he jumped straight up. Verticality. They tell you can jump straight up and hold your hands up, but there's been very few fouls called this game. Both teams have played defense with their feet and played good defense.
5 in a row by number 5, Blackburn, and it's answered.
Hey, that's hard to do. Go
Cole.
Full speed and then stop and shoot that little floater, and you got to put touch on a great move by Cole Chapman.
Reed spins, fade away, won't go.
Oh, it's just not. They got a lid on the basket for him. Now he's making great moves.
No look, cross court, Cole to his brother, and they try to get it into Holstein, and that one's snuffed out this time by Blackburn. Reed looking for an answer for the Renegades. Driving baseline, attacking 2 defenders, and will head to the line. That's what they've got to do. They've got to attack inside and get to the free throw line.
And that's smart, and he's driving in there. And that's what you try to do, draw the foul. I just don't know as a coach what you tell Holstein to do. I mean, you tell him to jump and hold your hand straight up in the air. And, I know he feels that's what he's doing. And it's not just this game. It's happened all season. It's caused me to question, that's what Ronnie Olson's over there asking referee Burton. What is the law of verticality? I mean, I'm teaching my guy to jump straight up and hold his hands up. And then on the other side, Sean Jenkins is teaching his guy, hey, if you get the big man moving at all, let's jump into him and draw a foul. And I would do exactly what Sean Jenkins doing, but if I was Ronnie Olson, I would be questioning, what is that foul?
Ball loose. Last touch by Shady after the miss. 37.5 left here in the quarter. It's a 22-point Shady advantage, but Westside still battling here, still punching. Reed and Blackburn fighting like seniors will. They may try to hold for this last shot. Blackburn looking for a seam, though. No, he hasn't. And
2 referees looking at each other. Block called, and I thought that was the proper call. I thought Maxwell was a little late getting there.
That's Maxwell's third.
Yeah, good. Just look at it. Yep, there he is. He's sliding to the right, trying to draw the foul. Excellent call by the official.
We got a little extracurriculars inside.
Oh, I don't know what that's about. These kids are playing hard. I haven't seen any dirty play.
I hadn't either.
Nah, they knock each other down, help each other up, and let's play ball.
So Holstein and Maxwell both with 3 fouls. That one off the mark and a whistle inside. We're going the other way.
And they got Jackson Kogar on the push in the back.
Kogar's second foul.
Now, Shady will try to hold for one shot, but now against this press, you know, you have to take the layup if you get it when you're attacking the press. Good job by Westside.
Into the front court, final 15 of the third. Braden up to his brother Cole. Todd looking for the last shot. Deep on the way. Man.
There's nothing you can do about that. I tell you, Todd Duncan is putting on a Steph Curry-like shooting from long range. Woo, he is on fire.
A 30-point third quarter. Shady, 65. Westside, 40 as we head to the fourth here on Video Productions.
To your injury case, the Mize Law Firm is second to none. What other lawyers, members of both the $1 Million Advocates Club and the nation's 100 top trial lawyers? What other law firm has offices in both Beckley and Lewisburg to serve you? When you've been injured, hire the Mize Law Firm. There's none better.
Holy.
Don't compromise. Call John Mize.
I can't help it if I'm popping, see them watch like it's outrageous how this flavor got them shook like.
Hold up.
Work it out. I hit it back with a brand new style. Bring it up into the floor, get wild. We turning up all the way on the down like baby, I'm fabulous.
Limitless possibilities. The boldly new 2021 Nissan Kicks.
65-40 our score as we head to the fourth. Todd Duncan, 4 threes made in the third. He has 25 overall.
Yeah,
if you
Todd
enjoy
Duncan,
shooting, this one's for you.
And the senior, with his last game here in the Armory, he's played a bunch of them in here throughout his career, and he is putting on a show. I mean, he's shooting it from all over the gym. 25 points. Yeah, they have to come out so far to guard him that, another thing a shooter does, when he extends the floor that far, it opens driving lanes up for the other people. So a deep shooter is so valuable to have, and I'd be willing to say Todd Duncan is the best deep shooter in the state. I mean, his range is unlimited.
That one swatted away. Good defense there. They will stay with the Tigers, though.
Oh, look at that cut.
What an entry pass into Braden.
I'll tell you, Cameron Mans has added that to his game. He's got some stick backs tonight, and good job by Cameron Mans.
Almost a turnover there as Reed had to corral the bad pass. The baseline, he goes to Kogar. Kogar going to work in the post. First shot won't go. And on the putback, he'll draw the foul.
Yeah, let's see, Jaden Holstein. Yeah, let's see if Jaden Holstein on the replay stays vertical. And they got Cole Chapman coming on the foul from behind. So let's take a look at it. Jaden Holstein, yeah, he went up vertical, went straight, and Cole Chapman, they call him for the foul from behind. Kogar gets to the free throw line.
Kogar's second off the mark, got one of two. Rebound, Holstein. We're 50 seconds into the fourth, 67-41. Tigers on top. Todd Duncan way downtown. That one won't fall that time.
Look at
Braden,
that pass.
Inside the Mans.
Braden Chapman on the board, making the right play. Beautiful pass by Braden Chapman.
69-41. Blackburn with an answer, left it short into the hands of Todd Duncan. The Todd father into the front court looking for more. Hand off to Chapman, floater in the lane.
Ooh, that's a 30-point game. Shady, total domination.
They are hitting on all cylinders tonight. Pull up, Reed Too strong that time again. Braden Chapman with the board. They're just not falling for the Renegades
Look
tonight.
at the passing. Oh, he should have, as soon as it touched his hand, should have went to Todd Duncan. But man says, I got the mid-range game, I got the three-point game, and I've had the stick-back game tonight, doing everything, the trifecta. Shady by 32.
Colucci short that time. Rebound loose inside. Again, Shady clears it. They found numbers in the front court, dropping off Mans. Mans, pull up, three. Won't get the roll. Good trail there by Browning to pull it down for the Renegades. Under 6 to go. Kogar thought about pulling the trigger way out there. Gives off to Reed instead. Reed, right side. That one goes.
Yeah, and he's capable of making all those. Haven't been his night shooting the ball, but all of his elevation and shots look good. Todd Duncan, it's been his night, and it continues to be his night. Little shot fake, get to the basket, and one. And now it's the Shady crowd that is cheering. At end of the first quarter, it was both teams. Now it's just the Shady.
5:31 left here in this one, 75-43. A full timeout, so we'll take it with them. You're enjoying basketball here from the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center on Video Productions.
Time is here. Are you dealing with sciatica, hip, or knee pain? And if so, is it keeping you from living your best life? We have a team of providers that address your symptoms and treats the source of your pain so you can take control of your health and enjoy life pain-free. For a free consultation, please give us a call at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and now in Sophia. And remember, take care of yourself. You deserve it.
I can't help it if I'm popping, see them watch like it's outrageous how this flavor got them shook like. Hold up. Work it out. I hit it back with a brand new style. Bring it up into the floor, get wild. We turning up all the way on the down like baby, I'm fat.
5:31 left here in this one, 75-43. The Tigers are rolling. Coach Bob Bowen.
Well, I'll tell you, Sean Jenkins has taken Ethan Blackburn and Daniel Reed both out of the game.
Attacking this time, bodies collide. As Amara Maxwell, I think, is going to get called for his 4th. It'll be a 1-and-1. That's the 17th foul on the Tigers. And they, in fact, called on Holstein. It's his 4th. So Holstein a foul away from leaving this party a little prematurely. Dale Bledsoe, the short sophomore, will hit the line for 2.
5'7" sophomore, getting playing time early in his career.
Empty on the first, though.
Yeah, I think Sean Jenkins getting Shandell Atkins a little playing time in there, try to get him back in rhythm.
3 ball again, in route. That one a little strong by Braden.
Yeah, and I think he got that one right. I think a lot of fouls go against Jaden Holstein that he does not commit, but he definitely pushed in the back there. Did you say that's his 5th?
That is his 5th.
Yeah, that's 5, and Jaden thinks it's 4. He's telling everybody it's 4. He wants to stay in the game, but I believe the referee said that was 5.
Yes, it is.
Well, they're not taking him out. Yeah, now they're telling him it's 5. So Jaden Holstein still thinks he has 4. He's like, he'll go over and get the eraser on that book. He says, I only have 4. But no, that's his 5th foul. He's played a great basketball game. Scored the ball inside, blocked shots, played a good game as Shady is up 32. I did not expect us to be saying Shady up 32 in the 4th.
Not the way the Renegades were fighting there in the second quarter. I thought the second half was going to be a lot closer as that free throw's off the mark.
Well, I mean, when you think about Shady, the Chapman boys are as good as any guard tandem in the state. And when you get Todd Duncan shooting at that level, he could be the best shooter in the state. And then you have Holstein and Mans and Maxwell coming in there and doing what they've been doing. I mean, that's tough. I mean, that's a lot of shooters on the floor at once, and that's how this game has evolved.
Amar pulling the trigger.
He says, I can sit over on that bench a while, come in stiff, watch me knock this three down. A shooting exhibition by the time. How many threes do you have for him tonight?
Too many to count.
They got to be approaching 16, 17 threes.
Austin Klein on the floor now for the Renegades. Drops off to Noah Lusk. Klein and Lusk and Bledsoe on the floor, along with Adkins as the turnover, give it right back to the Tigers. And Hunter Lester on the floor for the Renegades. Shady with the Chapman brothers, Todd Duncan, Devin Arangoni, and Mr. Maxwell. Halfway through the fourth. This one's almost academic at this point.
Yeah, I'll tell you something, Zach. Todd Duncan was 4'11" in the ninth grade. He's grown 14 inches to a 6'1" shooter. I mean, he's not hitting the net. I mean, he is putting on an exhibition tonight of shooting that's unseen on the high school level, the way he's shooting the basketball.
They're going to use this broadcast as just a shooting teaching tool for kids out there.
Bob Huggins better go talk to the golf coach a little bit and say, when these teams are playing us this zone, let me get Duncan out here to shoot from 35 feet. And I believe the golf coach will say, not going to do it, coach.
Chapman trying to drop it off into Arangoni. And a turnover will give it right back to the Renegades. 3:16 left in this one, 81-43. And Shady will host the loser of Section 2. And Westside will have to travel.
Yeah.
And that tournament's just beginning tonight.
Yep, and speaking of Bob Huggins, who is a close friend of mine, his father passed away yesterday.
Saw that.
At 88 years old, he is a great high school coach. He told Coach Huggins when he was young not to get into coaching because you don't make any money. Hey, let's go ahead. You hit that one, letting these starters out for Shady. Go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, they're getting some love. Here's the Chapman brothers and Duncan getting some love across the way as they go to the bench for the final time maybe this season here in the Armory. And along comes Latrell Hairston, the 6'5" freshman. Also in is Gavin Davis. And let's see who else coming in to play alongside.
That was A.J. Lett at the point.
A.J. Lett running the point with Maxwell and Arangoni stayed on for the final 2:51 in this one.
Shady up 38 points.
Who would have thunk it? Drive and a kick, three ball, short. That time by Lester. And a rebound ripped out of there by the big fella, Hairston. But then the throwaway, the turnover, floater, baseline won't go. Still loose on the floor, bodies underneath, and a jump ball will keep it with Westside.
That's what you want to see. 2:33 in the game. Both teams starters are on the bench, and look at the reserve. Diving on the floor, getting after it. Harrison had to get back on defense. He thought the ball was going the other way.
Good work inside by Hairston. Got the block the first time off of Atkins' shot, and Atkins on the putback draws the foul. So Atkins will head the line for a couple here with 2:29 left in this one.
Yeah, Shandell Atkins going to the line. And now Westside has to shake this off. I mean, they have to take this home with them, live with it tonight, and wake up tomorrow and say, we are one game away from the state tournament. Yeah, we got blown out just now, but we're one game away from the state tournament. They have a week to prepare, and that's what you have to do. And you can make a lot of changes, and you can get better in a week of practice.
Yeah. You could take one of these on the chin, and you can learn a lot from this game film. And it's like you alluded to a lot here tonight. They haven't played terrible.
No, Shady's just shot the lights out of the basket.
You're not going to see someone shoot
the
the
lights.
lights.
That one.
Here comes Hairston's shot. Is a little off the mark.
And Ronnie Olson giving him the evil eye. And, you want to finish this out. If you're Shady, you want to keep playing well and keep playing within yourselves. Now,
Hairston wants on the board, too.
And Westside would like to end this on an 8-0 run and take some momentum into practice tomorrow.
Both teams with the youngsters on the floor. Attacking Bledsoe, kicking, three ball is good. That time, Mr. 12, Austin Klein. His first bucket of the night. Nice move in the lane at that time. A.J. let me to the bucket.
A.J. Lett with a little Euro step and the knockdown.
Bledsoe's fadeaway, a little strong that time. Rebound corralled by Maxwell of Shady. 90 seconds to go in this one. And a double dribble there by Aaron Goney. Will give it right back to the Renegades. Shady will move to 11-2. Renegades fall to 9-6. But right now, at this point of the year, the records don't really matter. It's just surviving and advancing, and both teams will have to do that next week in the region co-finals.
Phillip Fox there with a pull-up on the baseline, unable to hit it.
Maxwell with a nice handle, and then as I say that, he lost it on the way inside. Phillip Fox, the junior, on the floor now for Westside. And Klein, top of the key three, short. Into the hands of, I think that was Lett. Nope, that was Davis. Floater won't go. And here comes Klein with it for the Renegades. Final 40 seconds of this one. Nice dish off there.
And Phillip Fox with the basket. And I think I'm right on this. I believe it's son of Billy Fox, who was a great boxer from down at Oceana. It's hard to find a game without a Fox or a Klein on the court for Westside. Latrell Hairston.
The big fella gets in there
with the baby hook, the shack hook by Hairston.
And everyone in Shady Springs stand up. 85-50, final 10 seconds here. Three ball. Almost got the roll for Bledsoe. It goes out. It will be Renegades basketball for the final 3.9. Three ball, last shot won't go, and this is how this one will end. 85-50, Shady Spring rejoice. They're the Region 3 Section 1 champions. They're the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center. 85-55, the final. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with some final stats in a minute after this on Video Productions.
Medical is your local medical center that offers a variety of healthcare services, such as family practice, urgent care, women's health, weight loss, and IV therapy. We are accepting new patients. Walk-ins and appointments are available Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturday appointments are available by request. Call us today to make an appointment at 304-683-2022. Faith Medical at 833 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Sophia.
I can't help it if I'm popping, see them watch like it's outrageous how this flavor got them shook like.
Hold up.
Work it out. I hit it back with a brand new style. Bring it up into the floor, get wild. We turning up all the way on the down like baby, I'm fabulous.
Limitless possibilities. The boldly new 2021 Nissan Kicks.
Springtime is here. Are you dealing with sciatica, hip, or knee pain? And if so, is it keeping you from living your best life? We have a team of providers that address your symptoms and treats the source of your pain so you can take control of your health and enjoy life pain-free. For a free consultation, please give us a call at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and now in Sophia. And remember, take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Don't compromise, call John Mize, attorney at law in Beckley. Call 255-MIZE when you need help directly. When there's loss or injury or you've been wronged, call John Mize and your case is strong. Don't compromise, call John Mize, attorney at law in Beckley.
85-50 our score as they are celebrating the Class 3 Region 3 Section 1 championship. The Shady Springs Tigers, the number 1 seed, coming in here full guns blazing. And just shooting the lights out here at the Beckley-Raleigh County Convention Center tonight. Zach Helton and two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year Bob Boland. You know, we were talking at halftime and said, this one's not over. Well, Shady said, shut up.
Yeah, the 30-point third quarter. Shady just played tremendous basketball. Came out the second half and just totally dominated and put a stamp on this game. And, yeah, I understand Coach Olson. He's letting them celebrate, letting them have a good time because it's been a long time since Shady's been able to get a sectional championship and a home game in the regional. And, you know, I really think – and I think it's a smart move by him. Let them celebrate. Let's have a good time. But I believe that they have bigger aspirations than this. I believe they have the aspiration of winning the regionals next week and going to the state tournament and making some noise. And if they play like they played tonight, they will be hard to beat by anybody in AAA in the state of West Virginia.
We have right now I'm trying to do math, which I am terrible at with no pressure situation, but a high pressure situation such as this. Here's what we've got for Shady. 24 in the first, 11 in the second. They had 50 in the second half, including a 30-16 third quarter. Ended up with 20 in the fourth. Todd Duncan, the Todd father, with 28 on the night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 threes for Todd Duncan alone. 16 from Cameron Mans. He had 1, 2, 3. No, he had just two threes. 11 apiece from Cole Chapman and Amar Maxwell. Maxwell had 3 threes. Cole Chapman had a 3. His brother Braden had 7 on the night, including a 3-pointer. 2 points apiece from Latrell Hairston and A.J. Lett down the stretch, and 6 from Jaden Holsting before he got in foul trouble on the night.
15 3-pointers. And you think about the unselfishness of Braden Chapman. Here's an all-state player, had 7 points. I'll bet you, I know we didn't have our stat keeper with us tonight. I'll bet you he had double-figure assists and rebounds.
Yeah.
He was probably 3 points away from a triple-double, so he played great. But I'll tell you, it was the Todd Duncan show shooting the basketball, and it was Cole Chapman and Braden Chapman penetrating lanes and finding him. And then you take Jaden Holstein, dominated the boards, and Cameron Mans and Amari Maxwell, they kicked in 3-pointers and played well. And those 6 were a dynamic 6 for Shady, and they just played tremendous basketball the entire evening to lead Shady Spring to a sectional championship and, more importantly, home court advantage in the regional. They're 1 game away from the state tournament. And I have all the confidence in the world that they will be in the state tournament this year.
Big night from Ethan Blackburn for Westside. He tried to put the team on his back, ends up with 22. But he's the only one in double figures for Westside tonight. Rest of the scoring. And we'll preface this. This is not official.
Okay.
Check the newspaper tomorrow for the official one. It's 7 from Kogar. 5 apiece from Daniel Reed, Wes Browning, and then 3 from Colucci and Klein, 2 from Philip Fox, and 2 by Mr. Atkins, Shandell Atkins. And I think part of the story right there was Daniel Reed with just 5. He took a lot of shots, and they just were not falling for him tonight, and that was, part of the problem for the Renegades down the stretch. But
no, he wasn't.
They ran into a buzzsaw tonight.
They did, and you know what? Daniel Reed can get his shot.
Yeah.
He goes quick off the bounce. He'll have a better night. Don't be surprised to see the Westside Renegades in the state tournament. Now, they're going to have a tall task that they're going to have to go on the road to get the win. But don't be surprised of that. And, just for you Shady fans listening, and I know there's a bunch of you out there on video production, the 3 seed – and we're not jinxing Shady. I think they have that much confidence. The 3 seed, which is if Shady wins next week, which looks like they would, that's where they would fall, barring an upset of 1 or 2. The 3 seed plays at 9:30 a.m. on Wednesday in the Civic Center. So just looking ahead, planning vacations just a little bit, not jinxing the team. Don't y'all put that on me.
Breakfast and basketball. And the great thing about the 3 seed is you avoid that 1 seed until the championship. So a lot of great things coming out of Shady Spring tonight, and they shot the lights out. There's a few bulbs missing And that's probably due, in fact, to Todd Duncan, Cameron Mans, and the law firm of Chapman and Chapman. 85-50, the final. Shady Spring Tigers now 11-2 in Class 3A, Region 3, Section 1 champions. They'll await the Section 2 tournament to find out who they host next week. Joe Mounts, Andrew Bowen, and two-time NAIA National Coach of the Year, Bob Bowen. I'm Zach Helton, and we alluded not only disaster tonight, we got on the air, and we saw a shootout. We hope everyone who tuned in enjoyed. Tell your friends to check out video productions on all platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Carrier Pigeon, what have you, and tune in next time. We'll be on the air all week long for playoff basketball coming up. You guys have a great one, and until next time, good night.